For Fun Home.
Witamy Was bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym programie For Fun Home i dzisiaj wyjątkowy gość prosto z Los Angeles. Fantastyczna wokalistka i autorka tekstów o charakterystycznym, szorstkim głosie i wielkim talencie do takiego przenikliwego spoglądania na świat. Bardzo mi miło, że dzisiaj gościmy w naszym programie LP. Hi LP.
Hi, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see
great.
you.
How's Los Angeles? How do you feel?
It's all right. You know, it's beautiful here as usual. It's just like the mocking beautifulness of the weather is very interesting. We go into a not super home lockdown, but everything's closing for a while tomorrow, just until right before Christmas or some of that, just restaurants and stuff. So that's that. But other than that, you know, we're good. We got our health, and we're just you know, trying to get through this time, but it's good.
Yeah, it's a very depressing time, but I've read somewhere about you that you told and you consider yourself as a person that has no problem with anything, like nothing bothers you. So I wonder if is that true, or sometimes so. Maybe do you ever envy your neighbor a better car?
No, I mean, you know, things that's definitely not true. A lot of things bother me, you know. I mean, I just think that, like, you know, I'm kind of a survivor for sure. You know, I just like I get through it and I deal with it. You know, so other than that, I mean, I think everybody, you know, finds this time difficult, and they're just trying to figure out how to you know, keep their cool while we get through it, you know. But it's so, like, interesting. I could be talking to you in Poland and you guys are going through the same thing. I mean, that's never happened, you know, like in my life, you know. It's like I've never, like,
a war somewhere, right? It was like far away from us.
Yeah, there's tons of wars that, like, that people don't even know happen. Or are happening at this very moment. You know, it's like this is the first time there's just been such a, like, raised consciousness of the entire planet. So there's something in that that's very inspiring and interesting, you know, and oddly hopeful in a way, you know, as far as, like, to raise the level of human compassion and empathy all at the same time. I don't think that's ever been available to us. So there's that, and that's beautiful, you know.
That's right, and we live in such a, like, fast times. We are rushing everywhere, and right now during the lockdown, you have to stay at home, and you have so much time to think, to do some things. Do you have some reflections about your life because of this lockdown?
Of course, yeah. I mean, always. I mean, I think you know, I try to put it into my writing most of all, but we'll see. I don't know. I think a lot of insane art is probably going to come forward after this.
Okay, so how many new songs have you written during the lockdown?
Oh gosh, I don't really have a number, but I don't know, a bunch. You know, I mean, you'll see when I put out a record, but I don't know. I mean, I bet a lot of them won't see the light of day for a minute, you know, because it's like that's how it goes with me. I'm just, like, constantly writing. So sometimes, like, things are coming out of, like, what I went through, like, 2 years ago, you know. But I still went through it, you know.
Okay, so your latest single that we can hear, we can watch the clip. How low can you go? I like the part. I heard that you stopped, have some kids and a guy. I was happy and sad, but I didn't know why. So I believe it's a true story, and one of your ex has a family now, right? And I wonder, would you like to have one? And do you ever think about something like family or living normal life, let's say?
You know, we talk about it sometimes. I don't know. You know, I'm not like I'm kind of a vagabond a bit. You know, kind of a bit of a like a sailor, like a traveler, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty, like, impetuous, you know. Like it'll just happen, you know, all of a sudden, and I'm cool with that, you know. I just feel like I try not to, like, as far as thinking far in the future, I'm not so good at that.
Okay, so you don't. Do you know where you sail, or you just go with the flow?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, that's what touring's about. He's camera shy. Oh,
Hi, doggy.
that's what touring is
Cute.
about. Such a good guy. Um, that's what, touring is like that. You just get on the boat and it takes you somewhere, that's what I love about it. Uh, but I think, I think now, like post this, it'll be more like kind of, I'll know where I'm going, as far as, because it's almost like I appreciate it even more, being able to move around so, easily.
Hmm. I have seen you telling that there was a pressure for education at your home, but you didn't like to
Oh
listen
yeah.
to anyone, right? And you
I
found
don't like
your
to listen
own.
to anyone really. I don't listen. It's my worst
Yeah,
thing.
that's right. And you've said important words about your dad, that your dad didn't seem too happy with his version of life. So, are you now
Yeah.
with your version of life?
I love it. Yeah. I am happy with my version of life. I was right. So
But
he can fuck off. No,
yeah,
no. God rest his soul.
but it took you
I'm hard. I'm
a
a hardcore like that, man.
yeah, I see that. But it took you a little a while to just be
Yeah.
where you are right now. So,
Well,
um,
there was no reference point, like I don't like, I didn't, there were people like me out there, but not enough, and also, entertainment, like when you come from like when you have no idea where to begin, it's like, for me anyway, it was like a very difficult, I think I didn't even like believe in it for a minute myself, it's like a brainwash, as far as like, I feel like there's kids that like start, their parents are like, you can do it from like the time they're like, 5 years old, they're like, wow, my kid can sing, like I was just like, kind of like, oh shit, can I do that? And, but, I think, anything, the most valuable things in life to me are, take a lot of work and effort usually. So, it took a lot of work and effort, but now I love it. So there you go. And I appreciate it. My perspective is completely, one of my best assets. You know?
did you have some, well, obviously you had some moments that you wanted to resign, that you didn't believe that it's gonna happen, but waiting so long for the success, can it make you a bitter person?
It can, and that's the other achievement of my life. I'm not a bitter person. I'll tell you the bad things that happened, but my life is a success, and so I can tell you the bad things that happened because they're out there, and it's a very, like, I think, you know, the part of entertainment that I don't like is the bullshit that it's just like, but I mean, that's part of the magic as well. But, the whole bullshit, thing that, we get served up that, it just happens, and it's a magical, and it is, it's
You have
very
to
magical.
believe.
But yeah, you do. And, you're going to go through some shit, whether it's sooner or later. You know what I mean? I'd
Yeah.
rather like be enjoying what I'm enjoying now than everything to end when I was like 25, which happens to loads of people. And then what? Then what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So I'm, just enjoying my life now, and it's about art for me. It's about producing. It's about songs. It's about creating. It's not about being like sitting back and being like, I'm a rock star. Whatever, man. That comes with it. It's like I
It's
am what I
all
am.
about creating an art, right?
Yeah, it's all about leaving a body of work. That's what I'm interested in. I don't give a shit about other shit.
That I feel that that's great attitude. So, what happened to you after those 4 years since this explosion of popularity after Lost on You single? Like how your sense of music, your life attitude, how has changed after this success?
Um, I mean, I had like I I felt successful. I was like, doing well as a songwriter for like, 10 years before that. So, I feel like I already felt blessed, and and then then I saw like, these last 4 years have just shown me that it takes, like, I always knew it would take a song, whether it was a hit I wrote for somebody else or what, but you're always a song away from some like major thing, you know. And I feel like, you know, again, it showed me that I was right to like, you know, keep going. And I didn't, you know, one of the things that I didn't even know to keep going, you know, as a songwriter, I was keeping going, but you know, I had managers that were like, you know, you should keep being a an artist, you know. And I was like, I don't fucking know. Who knows, you know? And then I just kept writing songs. I couldn't stop writing songs that only I could sing, really, or I felt like I was the, you know. In fact, the story that like most people know if they know me is that I was dropped from my label when I played them Lost on You. I owed this label like $1.6 million. They had spent that much money on me and didn't make it back. I played them Lost on You and a couple other songs that have done really well for me, and they dropped me. So they lose that money. They lose all that debt. I don't have to ever pay that money back again. Yes, you know, which is one of the, I'm in a house. I'm in my house right now. That's basically my house, you know. So thank you for that, you know. But that's if I didn't continue, if someone else didn't pick me up, if that guy in fucking Greece didn't play the song, you would have never known who I was, you know, and that song would just be sitting on my computer somewhere. So that's the reality of life, you know what I mean? And so, and that has happened to many artists. There's artists that are brilliant that you'll never know of because that shit happens. And that's why I can sit here and be like, you know, and when you tell me about like it taking long and being bitter, oh fuck no, I'm not bitter. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. And I love telling that story because I want people to be inspired that like it's not over just because some douche behind a desk says it's over.
I think that's very important what you say about all those talented people that create beautiful music and we have never heard about them because, someone tell them that it's not good, you should do more mainstream music, right? So
and that's the hardest part of this all, you know. So staying believing, you know.
From three ingredients of success, talent, hard working, and luck, what is most important in your opinion?
I think hard work is the biggest one because talent won't do shit without hard work. I mean, it might, but it doesn't sustain. And, you know, and luck is just something you have to like kind of pray for maybe, but put it out of your mind. And even with luck, if you didn't put any work behind it, if you get a lucky break, then where is it? It's like, you know, that thing about when luck is when preparation meets opportunity. They have that saying here. I don't know if you guys say it, but and I believe in that. You have to be prepared for when your opportunity happens, and that is the lucky break, you know. But there's other luck, just like, you know, the fact that if Warner Brothers didn't drop me for that song, they never would have put it out because they didn't really believe in me as an artist. So that song would have belonged to them and they wouldn't have put it out like that. When it broke in Greece and that whole crazy thing happened and it spread to Italy and France and all these other countries, that never would have happened. You never would have known. It would have been locked. I would have been locked down in this label with people that didn't believe in me, you know? So I got lucky. That's the luck, you know? And that's just like, you can't buy that shit. You can't.
Yeah, that was the luck.
You know, you just never know.
That was the luck you were prepared for, right? So, like the best improvisation is the
opportunity. One. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So hard work, man. Hard work. Because also, if you have a hit, you need another hit. That's all anybody wants.
Exactly. More hits. So, what about the expectation? Do you now expect from yourself more?
No, that's the enemy. No, well, it depends what you're saying. I require more from myself. I don't expect anything to happen from that. You know, that the expectation is the total enemy. That's like a dirty word when you're an artist. I think you have to be able to, you know, put stuff out and just be like, whatever happens, happens. Because as soon as you start wrapping your head around like the result, you're screwed, man.
Yeah, I think the same. That's the most important thing is just to create music for the pure joy of creation of music, not just for the success, fans, music labels.
People can hear it, you know.
Do you see any differences between your fans and people that comes to listen to your music, let's say in US or UK or in Poland, or there are? the same kind of people?
Yeah, there's definitely differences. It's like nuances, you know, it's like it's small. I mean, you know, I still feel like, you know, that love from people and it feels great. I think that it's almost like indescribable, like the different like kind of vibe that you get in different countries, you know, and Poland is no different. I mean, I love it there. It's like very there's like a kind of a calm hopefulness in Poland in a way, you know, like I feel like people are like, you know, they've seen a lot, you know, but they like, and they know Poland, you know, more than many countries knows like, you know, what it's like to, you know, come out of some terrible things and rebuild, you know, life and love and all that stuff. And you can really feel that there, you know, and people are, they're like, they're, you know, they have good hearts and they're careful with their, you know, with them because they're like, you know, it's a tough world out there. They get it, you know, they have like kind of like they're kind of like old soul of a country, I think.
Oh, wow. That's very beautiful thing to hear from someone like you about our country. And so true. It is like that. Okay. Thank you, LP, for this.
Thank you so much, man.
It was great to meet you,
Yeah.
and I wish
Me
you all
too.
well.
It's a pleasure.
And no depression
Thanks.
during the
I hope
lockdown.
I get to meet you in person. Yeah.
Yeah, that
big,
would be
big
great.
hug next time I see you.
Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, and have a beer together.
Yeah, exactly. This will be a beer. It's not water, but it will be a beer. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And Poland has some of the best beer, actually. I will tell
That's
you.
true.
Like, you know, like I love Czech beer, but when I go to Poland, I'm like, yeah, I really like the beer here. Very good.
Have you tried Polish craft beers?
A couple, yeah. I don't. What's the one I like from Poland? I usually like lighter beers, and your normal your everyday beer there. I think it begins with an E, maybe, and it's so good. I just love it. I think draft beer kind of took a hit here because bars aren't open, you know. So like, in fact, I heard that like it's like kind of hard to find cans, like which is like because like we have this stuff called White Claw. I don't know if you guys have it, but it's kind of like this super light like seltzer with like just vodka in it or something, and other ones have come out like tequila. So like there's so many cans of so many things being made that like there's like a can shortage.
Oh, really?
Which is awesome. Yeah.
Oh.
I need to get like a keg in my house or something like that because I like draft beer the best.
That's a good idea. So you can invite your friends for
great
the keg.
idea. This is a great idea. Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So bring one when you come to Poland again.
I'll bring a keg when I see you. I'll be like, oh, no.
You'll gain some muscles.
Yeah. I'm working out during this thing. I'm like pretty strong. I gotta say. Yeah.
I don't doubt that. Okay, great. Thank you very much again for the conversation.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks for Fun TV. I love you guys, and I'll see you, I hope, in person someday soon.
Okay, fingers crossed for that, and
Yeah,
see you in
man.
person in
For
Poland.
real.
Yeah, thank you very much
Have a great
again.
holiday.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. See you.
To była LP. Jak widzicie, sporo wie o Polsce, lubi ten kraj i miejmy nadzieję, że już wkrótce, jak tylko całe szaleństwo koronawirusowe się skończy, to przybędzie tutaj do nas, zagra pewnie jakiś świetny koncert, no i być może spotkamy się z nią osobiście. A Wam już serdecznie dziękuję za dzisiejszą obecność. Trzymajcie się i do zobaczenia w kolejnym For Fun Home, bo kolejni goście już przed nami.
For Fun Home.